On the way up. Hey. On the way up. Hey. On the way up, on the way up, on the way up. Gotta do it for my mama, man. Yes. Listen, I'm gonna be reviewing a couple of new shows this year. Shouts out to y'all, my subscribers, because y'all been telling me what y'all want me to review. And so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Now listen, if y'all hear some craziness outside, it's because I got my window open and it's raining. And I just wanted to keep it there for dramatic effects. So y'all hear it. I wanna go outside in the rain. Y'all remember that song from Escape off the Love Jones soundtrack? Anyway, yeah, so anyway, one of the shows I'm gonna review is called On the Way Up Atlanta. Now, there's this lovely, lovely person named DJ the singer, and it's spelled Diijai. You know, black people creative job with the names. You know, he found my Real Housewives of Potomac review, one of them, and he hit me up and he said, would I be interested in reviewing this show? And so I started to check the show out. They're on their third season. The show has been around a couple of years, but you know, I didn't really know, you know, anything about the show. And then I started to look at it, and I watched season 3. So far as three episodes. And so I was just like, well, let me go back and watch season 1 and season 2. You know, it was along the break, and, you know, so I had some time. And I was like, so I can really know what's going on. And child, did I find out. Ooh. I said, Lord, Lord, Lord. The creator of the show is this lovely guy named Devontae Lamond. He is a filmmaker. He's a director. He was a cast member. He's everything. He has his own, you know, media company, and he's just really dope and super smart and super talented. He was a cast member the first season and the second season. I don't think he's no longer a cast member this third season, but you know, he's still his show. He's still behind the scenes doing his thing. Shouts out to Destiny as well, and I forgot the lovely lady that he also works with. I think it's his partner and stuff. And so, you know, they just do a whole bunch of things, movies and just all kind of stuff. And it's all black folks and black based and just about promoting people and yeah, just doing his own thing. Very Tyler Perry, very Spike Lee. It's just giving very that. And I love to see that. Especially people in our community, especially the LGBTQIA plus GIHNT and however many letters they want to add. Hopefully, is this too much for y'all? Y'all, it's really pouring down low key. I think y'all can still hear me. Yeah. I just heard a car door you know, slam. That may be my Jack date. Let me hurry up, child. Let me be the grinder, girls. Let me hurry up because I got stuff to do. Okay. So even though I'm very, you know, kind of anxious, and it's on the tip of my tongue to talk about everything that happens season 1 and season 2. I'm not going to do that because this video will never end. And plus, there's some cast members that are no longer on the show. But shouts out to all the past cast members who we have. Paget Marie, Paige. Shouts out to Rachel, Marked by Beauty, child. Who else is no longer on the show? Shouts out to Asbury, Blue, child. Shouts out to her. Mark with the Q and Mark, both of them. Shouts out to y'all. But Mark is on this season. He's just not a main cast member, I think. Who else? Averin, child, and is, and do. Averin. I have a special place in my heart for Averin. I really do. And do. Who else? I think that's it. Yeah, and then there's some new folks. So anyway, season 3. Okay. Also, I will put in the bottom bar below their YouTube channel on the way up Atlanta. And you know, at first when I first found out about the show through DJ, um, at first I thought was it the other show because it's another show that sounds just like it that I have watched, which is on the Come Up Atlanta, I think. And I was like, is this the show where they be fighting and pulling wigs off and showing out? And I'm so glad it's not this production. I'm so glad. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. I love the girls. We love everybody. Chasing Atlanta, we love all of them. I mean, truly, you know, at the end of the day, it is groundbreaking, and it is for us by us. You know, the new version, okay, with a little twist. I love that, but you know, I was like, oh, girls, the girls fighting on here and stuff. I was like, wig pulling. I can't. These are my only prescription glasses I got. Y'all can't pull these off. My God, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Who I'm gonna see? But it wasn't that, darling. It's a totally different show, and yeah. Anyway, so the cast for season 3 includes Trey Morris, singer songwriter. He's from the Carolinas, child originally. Trey is Trey. Trey's Trey. He's handsome and he's talented and he knows it. And he works extremely hard and you know, they all do multiple things. And you know, Trey is that cousin that you like, here comes Trey. You know, because you know Trey is extra and Trey gonna give what he give. But at his core, he's a great person, you know. And you love him and he got you, you know, when he love you and he, you know, everybody's just trying to make something of themselves and make their dreams come true. And he has definitely accomplished a lot in his own right. And you know, we also put proud to Trey. I went watching season 1 and 2. I went back and forth with rocking with Trey and then not rocking with him. And so it's interesting. There is something to Trey's personality that at first make people not really like him at first, but then you know once you learn him you realize it's just him, but he don't really mean any harm, but you can't get mad at somebody that takes pride in themselves and know what they want to do. So I love that about him, and I'm definitely glad to see him back. He's definitely on the way up Atlanta legend at this point. DJ the singer, the person who brought me here, he's lovely, right? I've even checked out his own YouTube channel with his videos and stuff. He just has a great personality. He's a hell of a singer, child. A hell of a singer. And all the singers and stuff, they all have music on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. So yes. Y'all just follow them on IG and stuff. If I can remember, I'll link some of their informations and stuff so that y'all can follow them and everything. But DJ, he's from Athens, Georgia. Ain't that the home of Lanithia Leaks? Okay, Athens. Preacher's kid and just a singing fool. Great personality, adorable, great style. I like him. I think he's dope. Mayday Muse, child. Mayday Muse is multi-talented singer-songwriter, musician. He was one of the musicians that was at Coachella with Beyonce. And that's a major thing that has happened. But I really like his vibe. He's super cool, super eclectic. He has his own unique style. He's not necessarily about drama. And he is just, he's cool. He minds his business. He's pretty down to earth. And he lives in his own world. Very, very common, very Erykah Badu-esque, very Mos Def, very, just ethereal and just, darling, he's above all of us, darling, in the best way possible. Phil the Prince, he was on season 2. I definitely, similar to Trey, I go back and forth with Phil, with agreeing with him, then not agreeing with him. But Phil is definitely a reality star. I'll say that. Phil is in the line of business that I'm kind of in. With the media personality, being a vlogger, all that good stuff. Phil is definitely that person, that you can sit on the porch and talk mess with and spirit tea. And he has a great personality. He's super funny. He models. He has his own little radio show and stuff. And Phil is definitely doing his thing, for sure. But is he messy? Absolutely. And this is coming from another messy individual. Not too messy, but just like a little touch to be like, ooh, and sit back and sips tea. Shouts out to the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Then we have Sunny Dread. Sunny Dread. Oh, she's so fine, child. Shouts out to the L in the LGBT up on the screen. Sunny Dread. She calls herself, what she says, a trap, a neo soul trap artist. I listen to her music. I like her music. I like her vibe. I like her look. She's dope. She's from Memphis, Tennessee, child. Y'all know what Memphis gives, child. I bet she can fight. But she's super chill and she's just a vibe and dope singer-songwriter. What I love the most about this cast is that they are all from different walks of life and they are all from different parts of the world. I love that. I love it's just not people, from here, from Atlanta and stuff. It's people from all over that's just trying to make a name for themselves. And I love that because ultimately that's all our goals, right? We all black out here. It's rough walking around every day with this skin. And it's even rougher walking around every day being in this community and meeting the LGBTQ community sometimes. And so it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's an honor. There's nothing more in the world that I would rather be. But it's challenging. But, at the end of the day, they all come together. Ebony Assassin. Ebony Assassin is a beautiful girl. She is Sunny Dread's girlfriend. I didn't get where she was from. She gives me a LA vibe. Easy breezy. Just, cool and, high. She is an actress. And she's just coming out here making her dreams come true. And dabbing her little toe in every single field and just finding out what works for her. And that's how you do it, child. They are a super cute couple, Ebony and Sunny Dreads. And I just really hope that they make it and don't get caught up in the foolishness of life, let me see. Brandon. Bando Kane. I think that's his stage name. He is a rapper. Entrepreneur, etc., etc. I forgot where they said that he was from. Was it Minneapolis? I can never say that. Minneapolis? Is that how you say it? Indianapolis? I don't know. But he has a tough story. He grew up in foster care. He does not know or did not know his parents. His mom was on drugs. He did not know his father. He said that he called Devontae on wherever he called him from and said that he needed him in the moment because, he was thinking about harming himself. So he reached out to him and I'm glad that he's on the show. I'm not necessarily liking how he's handling certain people in certain situations, meaning Trey. But I'm glad that he's on the show and he's here spreading his story because I think that's great. And you never know who you're helping just by sharing your story. You think it's you as the person, you just talking, you don't even think you're inspiring people or anything, you just whatever. But he definitely is helping a lot of people. And I have a little soft spot in my heart for Brandon Child, even though I think that he is we'll see what I think, but like I said, I don't agree with certain stuff so far, but I definitely just how you have people that you just want to hug. I just want to hug them. I don't know why. I just want to hug them and hold them and tell them it's gonna be all right, Monday. YouTube, you can't say certain stuff on YouTube no more, child, and cut everything out. Hell. Nebraska. She's another cast member. She's from Arkansas. She's a rapper. I like her. She's thick. She's juicy like me. She's a good time. I can tell she liked to drink. And she is super sweet, girl. But I can tell she can go there. And when she go there, y'all can't handle her. So hopefully she don't. I could definitely relate, child. She had this good friend. I couldn't figure out if he was her boyfriend or her friend. I'm thinking more of a friend vibe. But anyway, he ended up passing away. He was the person that supported her, her dreams and helped her out with a lot of stuff. He passed away, and that definitely rocked her world upside down, as it would with anybody who's close to anybody. But she's following her dreams. She met the producer of this show, which I'm assuming was Devontae, on the P Valley set or whatever, and the rest is history. So she's on the show doing her thing, and we glad to have you, sis. Kamari is the last cast member. He's from New Orleans. He is gender non-conforming. He goes by he and they pronouns. He has his own show called Let's Talk About It on the Way Up Network, I believe. And he's just super cool. He's Trey's friend. Right now, the other cast members, he said he really don't know him like that. And at the beginning of meeting everybody, people didn't seem kind of welcoming, et cetera, which can happen. I've definitely had my experiences in general with my lovely fellow LGBTQIA members in the past, just, in life. And sometimes we can be a little mean, a little shady to one another without... I understand if it's a defense mechanism, but at the end of the day, all we got is each other, y'all. We could be a little nicer until we don't need to be nice no more, until proven otherwise, Just show people respect and love at the beginning, and then when they show their ass, then that's when you show them the other side. But don't give them, the middle finger at the beginning at first. All I did was ask you, did you want orange juice or coffee? Okay, so this season, what are they doing? Okay, it's been 3 episodes, so I'm trying to figure out how I want this to go because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay. Let's see. So there was this Christmas party that Mayday Muse was throwing. And he invited the entire cast. Well, those are the ones that we met on the first episode. So we didn't meet Kamari on the first episode, and we didn't meet Nebraska, but we met everybody else. And Mayday Muse, he knows Trey. He was also on last season. Mayday Muse, Trey, and Phil the Prince. So he has this little Christmas party or whatever. People start to arrive. Brandon, he was also on last season, but briefly. Then he became a full-time cast member on this season 3. So, everybody show up, etc. So Trey comes in the door. And he speaks to everybody. He walks up to Brandon and he says, "Hey, I'm Trey. How you doing?" He was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then Brandon goes, "Oh, you got the regular on tonight." Talking about his attire. If you know Trey from the, good old YouTube, you will know that Trey is, he's, what's the word? He likes to look good. He always looks good. He, he has a unique style, about him. That's what Brandon said, what he meant by you in the regular tonight. But Trey took that offensively, which I understand, but I don't at the same time. But I agree with Brandon that he didn't mean no harm by that. But I also agree with Trey that you have to learn people's personality. If I don't know you like that and you make a comment to me like that and I don't know your personality, you don't know mine, how am I supposed to take that? I don't know. How would you take that if I was to say that to you? I don't know. So I mean, so I get, both sides, but it was definitely blown up. I could definitely say that Brandon dragged it on. I'll say that. I think at one point Trey was ready to let it go, but Brandon kept going and kept talking, etc. I was just like, oh Lord. So they had that whole moment. Child, they went outside to the bonfire and they was getting ready to child blow up blow up the community. Everybody's house was getting ready to get blown up because they both of them kept throwing gasoline on the fire. I said, what the hell going on? Child, y'all gonna blow up the set. All this camera crew, these people out here, y'all gonna kill everybody with it. I mean, every 5 minutes they just kept making comments to each other, just lighting it up. I said, well, that's the end on the way up. I don't know. I'm glad it wasn't, but I got scared. So, everybody was drunk, having a good time. They had got into it real bad in the house. I thought they was gonna fight. Man, their Muse was just in there, sipping his splashes, as Brian Carey would say, liquor splashes. Darling, you have a splash, darling. And I was just like, Lord, they're gonna fight in this man's house. They didn't though, thank God. The ladies came, Sunny Dreads and Nicole Ebony. I don't know why I want to say Nicole. Ebony came and they kind of broke it up and brought a new energy, and they didn't want to show out in front of the girls. And which I'm like, thank God for that moment. And so they met up, and it was a cute little time, and they ended up having a good old time. Let me see. Phil the Prince, I'm glad he's okay. He was involved in a car accident. I'm glad he's fine. Let me see. What else is happening? We see DJ. He's doing all kind of sets, which is his thing. He's just such a great singer. Oh my gosh, I was so vibing to season 2 of On the Way Up reunion part. I can't remember which part, but he was a musical guest DJ, and he did this whole '90s mesh medley of all '90s and early 2000s music. When I tell you, I got my life off that. DJ is so talented. He really is, and I would love to go to one of his parties. You know what? This is gonna be my 2023 thing. I have a couple of things. I'm gonna finally get me a car, and I'm gonna go to DJ's set, and you know what? I'm gonna meet these lovely people one day. I would love to host a reunion or some child. I'll be a little nervous. I'll be nervous, but I'm a child. Some things gonna happen in 2023 for your boy. I'll say that. Cause I need to be involved more in my community and stuff. Cause I'm tired of the streets. I'm tired. Oh, they're so bland. Anyway, so we love everybody. Yeah. Let me see. Sunny Dreads and Ebony, they're writing out their goals and stuff for themselves. Great. We see Mark with the Q. He's a filmmaker, just like Devontae. And, he's working on a show or something or another, which Ebony is involved in, so that was cute. We see Trey back and forth. He going to the chiropractor. He was involved in that car accident as well. I'm glad he's okay. I need to go to the chiropractor, by the way. But that damn chiropractor get you together. You hear me? It's so, look, the smallest little movements you don't even realize. I mean, can just brighten up your whole day. Let me see. Phil the Prince and Brandon, they are teaming up. Phil the Prince had an issue with Trey last season. The thing I don't like about Phil the Prince is that he drags stuff on. He don't let stuff go. And he keeps like this narrative of like, he talks over people, and it's just nothing really can get resolved if you talk over somebody. And that's what he don't seem to get. And it's just a lot of pettiness that's coming, and yeah. What else? Brandon, he's writing a diss track about Trey. Brandon, don't do that. I wasn't feeling that. I was like, see, y'all are petty. So now y'all trying to just keep this going and carry this on. I just don't like that. Don't do that, Brandon. Then the rap was very ABC 1 2 3. Don't Brandon. We're gonna let it go for now. I ain't gonna be too shady. It's just my first review on this. I don't want nobody to beat me up because I can't fight. But I do know the number to 911. Okay. So, um, yes. I didn't like that. But let me see what else is going on. Phil the Prince also met up with Trey. One thing I can say about Trey is that Trey is always willing, for the most part, to bury the hatchet. He's always willing to sit down and have a conversation. That's one thing I definitely respect about him. He's willing to just, he was willing to, with everything that happened with him and Phil the Prince, he don't jump on bandwagons. He has his own mind, regardless if people are on his side or not. He stands in his stuff, and he's always willing to forgive somebody. And I can definitely respect a person that does that. Like I said, at his core, he's beautiful, really, truly. Let me see. What else happened? So they met with Nachos, and it was a disaster, to be honest. And they didn't go nowhere, and yeah. Let me see. Is that it? That's what happens on these 3 episodes. We meet this new girl. I don't know if she's gonna be a cast member, but she had her own little stand at the mall where everybody met up. And she's cute. She's cool. She was selling sage and all that, and it was like a little shade match in the confessionals with Phil and all them. And I was like, child. One thing, I don't know if they realize they do it, but they kind of look over Kamari in a sense, and I don't really like that. Because I know that feeling of being around people but still feeling isolated and kind of alone in a sense. Not saying that they do it on purpose, or not saying that that's how Kamari feel, but in my mind I feel like that's how he feel. He's not really acknowledged like that. And I don't know if it's just a personality thing. Maybe he needs to put himself out there more, or maybe not. Maybe it's just like, oh, well, that's just, such and such friend or whatever. And I don't really like that. So hopefully that changes. But, child, we see Kamari and Brandon gonna get into a fight, child. I said, Lord. And I'm sure it's a situation involving Trey where Kamari gonna take it up for Trey. And Brandon gonna say something slick out his mouth because he got a slick mouth. And so it's just gonna be, child. Them 2 titans going together. Them 2 bulldozers. You feel me? I mean, I'm a big boy. Them big boys, So we gonna go at it. I still know the number 911, but they gonna go at it. So it's just gonna be, Child, I can't wait. Can't wait. On the way up. So, what else is happening, y'all? I think that's it. DJ had a conversation with Trey about him taking accountability for his actions and the things that he was saying to Brandon, kind of like putting him down in a sense. And he was just like, you don't do that kind of stuff. And, Trey didn't want to hear it. But once again, I understood both sides of the situation. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. Y'all don't know each other, and I say something slick out my mouth to you, or if I'm just talking to you about, sorry y'all, if I'm just talking to you about something, and I don't know if it's offensive, and then I found out that it's offensive, then my bad. But I can say at one point, at Muse's party, what's his name? Brandon, he did apologize to Trey, and Trey accepted it. And it could have been done, but then they just kept going. I think it was more so Brandon just kept going and kept, So, and then you don't want to be too vulnerable or sensitive looking in front of people, and you don't want nobody to punk you in front of people. So it's just the ego mixed with, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But I do think this season's going to be good. But season 3 definitely has a tough competition, because season 1 and especially season 2 was lit of On the Way Up Atlanta, child. Lit. I encourage you all to go and watch it like I did. And yeah, on the way up. So yeah, we're gonna be back in here for episode 4 when it comes out. I'm excited. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at IsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At IsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.